Have you ever been to Singapore? If you have, then you absolutely know about the magic of cereal prawns. It is hands down one of the most beloved, most iconic seafood dishes you can find. And today, we're going to break it all down and show you exactly how to master this restaurant classic right in your own kitchen. Okay, let's just start with a fair warning, because this quote, it is 100% true. This isn't just a meal we're talking about. It's a whole experience. That combination of sweet and savory and crispy, it's just famous for being addictive, and we're about to find out why. You know, for a long time, a lot of us, myself included, just assumed this was a dish best left to the pros. But what if I told you that you could get that perfect, buttery crunch at home? And get this, in less time than it takes to even get a table at a busy restaurant. Let's dive in and see how it's done. So first up, let's really get into what makes this dish so dangerously good. It's a modern classic, really, a perfect example of that incredible Singaporean fusion style that just hits all the right notes of flavor and texture. Rich, crispy, buttery, iconic. These four words are really the heart of the whole thing. You've got that incredible richness from the butter playing off the amazing crispiness of the cereal, and it's all coating a perfectly cooked, succulent prawn. It's a combination that is just quintessentially Singaporean.
But to really understand cereal prawns, you have to know where it comes from. And its roots are deep in the wonderful world of zi-char.
Zi-char stalls. Think of them as the heart and soul of neighborhood dining in Singapore. We're talking big, bold flavors, served up fast, fresh, and always meant for sharing. And cereal prawns is a total star player on pretty much every zi-char menu because it just perfectly captures that whole philosophy of delicious, shareable, and just utterly satisfying food. And this really gets to the big question, go out or stay in? I mean, eating out is great, but making it at home? It's got some serious advantages. You skip the wait, for one. It's way easier on your wallet. And most importantly, you get total control over that perfect golden crunch every single time. So how do we get that signature crunch? Well, it all comes down to a few key players. Let's take a look at the toolkit you're going to need. All right, here are the core components. You've got your beautiful, large prawns, of course. Then you have the whole aromatic team: butter, fragrant curry leaves, a little bit of heat from red chilies, and garlic. And that optional evaporated milk, it can add this really lovely, creamy richness. But there's one key ingredient that's not on this list yet. Because, while all of those ingredients are super important, they aren't the headliner. The real magic, the secret weapon behind that addictive crunch, comes from something you might not expect. And here it is, Nestum cereal. This instant wheat cereal is the absolute game changer. When you toast it in that fragrant butter, it just transforms into this unbelievably light, crispy, savory sweet coating that clings to the prawns. Trust me, this crunch is what it's all about. Okay, time to get cooking. And the process is surprisingly fast and really straightforward. We're going to break it down into two simple parts to guarantee you get that perfect restaurant-quality result. Part one is all about the prawns. First, you want to get them nice and dry. Then give them a light coating of seasoned flour. This is what helps them get crispy. Then you're going to pan fry them just until they're about 70% cooked. The key here is not to overcook them now because remember, they're going back into the pan later. And now for the main event, making that cereal magic happen. First, you'll melt your butter and get that garlic, curry leaves, and chili sizzling. Your kitchen is going to smell incredible. Then, in goes the Nestum and sugar. You have to keep it moving constantly until it's perfectly golden and toasty. And finally, the prawns go back in for one last quick toss to coat everything in that crispy, delicious goodness. And just like that, you're ready for the payoff. This is the moment you've been working for, bringing it all together on the plate. And listen up, because this is the most important tip of all. Do not wait. Cereal prawns are at their absolute peak the second they come out of the pan. You want that heat, that sizzle, and that maximum crunch. Get them onto a plate and to the table right away. And this is your reward, a full-on sensory explosion. You'll literally hear that sizzle, you'll smell that buttery aroma infused with those curry leaves, and then you'll get that unforgettable, light, crispy texture giving way to the juicy prawn underneath. It's just phenomenal. So really, the only question left is, are you ready to bring this zi-char classic into your own home? We've unlocked the secret to the crunch, we've laid out the simple method. That dangerously good restaurant experience is now yours for the making.